of your records sounds so different, but it's at the same time still sounds so like Fear Factory. So the question I would actually want to start this interview with, what makes a good Fear Factory song?
Makes a good Fear Factory song is one, the guitar hook, the beats, the vocal hook is one of the main things. And, over the years, we've learned how to write songs to translate really good live. Like songs like Edge Crusher, Shock, the new album, Soul Hacker, Anodize, Regenerate. Those songs have really big hooks in them, and it's songs that people can sing. And the reason why I think each record sounds different is because we take a different approach on each record. For instance, Soul of a New Machine, the band was just starting out. It was our first record, 1992. We sounded more kind of like grindcore meets industrial meets death metal. We put 17 songs on the record, too many songs. So when we did Demanufacture, we learned, okay, we need to strip it down. We need to make 10 or 11 songs and focus on those 10, 11 songs and just write better hooks. We became better songwriters. We also, on the first album, we toured worldwide, and we could see what songs worked better live and what songs didn't work better live. And we found out that some of the faster songs didn't translate well live, but the slower, groovier tracks, and I don't mean slow, I mean like, mid-pace, groovy tracks with big hooks translates really well live, and people love it. So, but like again, every record we take a different approach, whether it's different production, different people we work with, and just a different writing approach.
So after 10 albums, have you ever considered doing something completely different, especially when it comes to the theme?
Well, we have. I mean, after the first album, Soul of a New Machine, we did Fear is the Mind Killer, which is techno remixes. Dancey techno remixes didn't exist at that time for the genre that we were doing. And then after Demanufacture, we did Remanufacture, which is a whole remix album, from, EDM to industrial to ambient stuff to some trip hop stuff. So we did all kinds of stuff outside of our genre, We've done acoustic songs. We've done a lot of different stuff. I mean, I don't know, at this moment, I don't know what more that we could do that would be really different, except maybe, I don't know, singing naked in front of a fucking park. I don't know.
So following up to what you just said, how do you think you can still evolve musically in the future?
That's something that we're going to have to discuss. I mean, every record, before me and Bert approach a record, we discuss on what we're going to do. On this last record, Gene-xus, we wanted to bring some of the tempos down, because on Mechanized and the Industrialist, some of the tempos were a lot faster. So we wanted to bring some of the tempos down. We wanted to make some stuff more groovier. So I don't know what approach we're going to do on the next record. We haven't thought about it that far. But we're definitely going to be throwing some new stuff in there, of course. I mean, we'll figure it out when the time is right.
On the other hand, a real drummer would be able to add things a machine would never be able to, such as killer grooves, ghost notes, and so on. But wouldn't it be much better for a band such as Fear Factory with your theme to have a drummer that sounds so much like a piece of machine?
It's ironic how all that works. I mean, nowadays they do have drum programs that do have live drummers who actually programmed the actual program. They have live drum samples, they have live cymbals that are all in the program, in the drumware software. So, you can make a machine sound human. And you can make it sound, and when I say human, I mean imperfect. You can make it sound imperfect, like not perfect. We took that approach on the Industrialist. We used a drone program, and we loved it, but some of the fans didn't love it. I don't know why. Me and Bert were very honest, and we said, hey, we're using the drum program for this record, because a lot of people were saying, who played drums? So we used the drum program. So a lot of people didn't like it. So we decided on the new record, Gene-xus, to use a live drummer. But, he played to a click track. He played it perfect. It added it added an element of, yes, realness to it, but, we also, combined the drum programming element. We edited his drums really tight, even tighter than what he already played it. So it did have a drum machine feel with a live drummer. So I think the combination of the two worked really well. And that's what we've done in the past, So we took that approach again on this record, and it worked out great. But I prefer the drum program.
I see.
It's less work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keeping it on the same subject, I'm focusing on the recent stuff. How do you guys reach out to Mike Heller? And by the way, one hell of a name is there.
Mike Heller, yeah, Heller's a cool name. Mike's been with us for the past 4 years, and obviously he learned the Fear Factory style, and he got better, and he's really tight live, So with that being said, we decided to put him on the record. We thought it was best, for, to make everybody happy, not just ourselves, you know what I mean? But everybody happy as far as like Mike Heller being happy, the fans being happy, because we thought it was, he's been with the band for 4 years. We're like, okay, let's put him on the record. He's been with us. He's earned it. So let's put him on the record, and that's what we did.
Can you recall right now any movie that had much influence on your writing process?
Wow, there's been a lot of movies that have influenced Fear Factory over the years. But, most people relate the Terminator movies to Fear Factory. And I can see why. It's very futuristic. The concept of Terminator was very futuristic. The war against the machines, that was something that we also touched upon on our records, mainly demanufacture and on. Just the evolution of technology and how it plays a role in our day-to-day life, whether it's good or whether it's bad, But it wasn't also necessarily just about technology. It was also about how we evolved as people and how corrupt our government can be. We touched up on a lot of other subjects, religion, but we've been influenced by the movie Dune, Falling Down, all the Terminator movies, Blade Runner. Any of those sci-fi movies and sci-fi television shows, from the Twilight Zone to Star Trek, movies like Star Wars, all that stuff really influenced Fear Factory. And not just movies, but also writers, guys who write about and predicting the future. Scientists, Stephen Hawking is one of the big ones. Ray Kurzweil is another one. Those guys, see the future and where the technology is going. So, those guys have influenced us as well.
Thank you so much, and it was much pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.